Hi everybody, this is Dan Talks Sense, and today I'm going to do a review of a fragrance called Pulse of the Night by the house of Issey miyake. So if you want to know more about this fragrance, please stay tuned. Hi everybody, welcome back. So first of all, I just want to say thank you to Zeb Alexander of the Fragcom page. I'll put a link down below, who sent me a decant of Issey miyake Pulse of the Night. The way the group works is a member will say who fancies a decant of a fragrance. So Zeb put on the group he was going to invest in a full bottle of Issey miyake. He could do 10ml decants. People would comment on there saying I would like a 10ml decant. I managed to get this for £4.50, which is unbelievable. And Zeb was kind enough to even drop it off at my house because he lives in the same area as me. So that's fantastic. I've wanted to get my hands on Pulse of the Night for a long time because Gent Sense Ashton actually bigged this up. I remember quite a bit ago I watched one of his videos where he said this was a fantastic release by Issey miyake. I've been in a few shops, fragrance shops, and they haven't had this on the shelves. So I went in House of Fraser and Debenhams, and they haven't got Issey miyake and Pulse of the Night. So I was disappointed. I didn't want to invest in a full bottle. I wanted to get a decant, as I do with a lot of fragrances, before I go and purchase a full bottle. Now, I haven't looked at the note breakdown. I haven't watched Jensen's video for a long time. What I wanted to do in this video was do a first impressions video of the fragrance. I'm then going to wear it for a number of hours. I'm going to go out to the shop, so I'm going to do a bit of a video diary on how it's performing and what I get from it. Then I will go back to the fragrance notes, I'll list them on the screen, and I'll talk about what I can actually pick up, tell you what the performance is like and if it's projecting. It's quite mild in the UK. It has been really warm, in the mid-20s recently, which is fantastic. Today it's a little bit cooler, it's about 17 degrees, so hopefully it's perfect climate to put on this fragrance and smell it for what it actually is. So if you want to know more about how it performs and what I get from this, then please stay tuned. Hello everybody, I'm walking back from town. I've got my essentials. I'm wearing what people call my flasher mac. Don't know if you can get that in the footage. Yeah, it's quite mild in the UK. It's about 18 degrees, so it's not too bad a climate to try something like this on. This is more of a winter fragrance, so maybe not perfect conditions, but better than when it was humid. So what I'm getting now in the Drydown 2 hours in is a bit of tonka and vanilla. And it's along the lines of Armani Code Absolute, not as projecting as that fragrance, I must say, but then I could be going nose blind. Other people will be the best judge of character. I haven't had any compliments while wearing it out and about, but it's a lot better than the initial spray. And as with all fragrances, I would say wait a couple of hours before you make a proper judgment, because at the start what I was getting was an earthy, oody type vibe, and it wasn't really doing it for me. This is better, and this is more attractive to me, this Drydown, but still I'll make a conclusion in about 2 hours time and let you know whether it's worth buying. But yeah, I wouldn't say blown away, but it's not a bad fragrance. It's better than other Issey miyake fragrances I've tried. They usually go for the fresh vibe, but they go for darker type scents. And Pulse of the Night, yeah, it's quite nice really in the Drydown. So I'll let you know in about 2 hours whether I think it's worth purchasing. So I've been wearing this fragrance now for 4.5 hours, and I'm appreciating it a lot more. As I said, I'm getting more vanilla and tonka in the Drydown. Now I'm just going to put the notes on the screen. I've gone on base notes, and these are the notes that are listed. You have vetiver, sandalwood and vanilla in the base, some tonka bean, patchouli, labdanum in the heart, and frankincense there at the top. So what I've done now is I've gone on Fragrantica as well, just to see what people are saying about it, and it's got a mixture of reviews in terms of performance. There's a fragrance brand I've never heard of called Zadig and Voltaire, and it says there's a fragrance called Just Rock that it says it smells like this, but it performs better. And people are also comparing it to perfumes to Marley Carlisle. I've smelt that, and to me, it doesn't smell like Carlisle. Carlisle is a lot spicier. For me, this is Armani Code Absolute with a sort of earthy, and I said before, the earthy vibe with the patchouli. It's got a lot more prominent patchouli note in this. So with Armani Code, so what I'd say is if you like Armani Code and you like the creaminess to it, I would stick to that. If you want that sort of vibe but with a bit more earthiness to it, a bit rough around the edges, then I think this is something you might be interested in. So yeah, I'm quite impressed in terms of performance. It was above average. I got, 4 or 5 hours. I can still smell it around me. Is it something that I would advise you to go out and buy? Well, if you're one of these people that wants to collect hundreds of fragrances, I think it's a nice addition to your collection. But I think there's a lot of fragrances out there that are very similar in the same ballpark, like Armani Code Absolute, that for me are blended better and perform slightly better. So I don't think that I will buy a full bottle of this. I can't see myself buying a full bottle of this because it hasn't blown me away. I'm more likely to buy Armani Code Absolute because my friend actually wears that and it's superb. The vanilla and tonka in that are absolutely beautiful. So I'd say it's a good scent. I'll probably give it about a 7 out of 10. And it's a decent release by Issey Miyake. So if you've tried this fragrance yourself, you wear it, you appreciate it, if you get decent performance, if you've tried anything out there that's quite similar to this with better performance, please let me know in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll be speaking to you very soon.